Hi, and welcome to day 4 of 30-Day Booty. We're going to continue our work today. I hope you're feeling good from those squats yesterday, and we have a lot more fun in store for you today. So yesterday we had the option of adding weights for intensity, and today that option still exists, but I'm not going to do that. So let's say level 3 is going to be to add weights to this. Level 1 is going to be to do it just with body weight, and level 2 is to use a mini band. So I have mini bands from Perform Better. You can buy them at Amazon, you can buy them at Perform Better. They're not giving me any kickback, but they're a pretty great product. So they're handy, giant rubber bands. So if you would like to use one, I'd like for you to put it on your legs, right up above the knee joints. So we don't want to have the pressure of the band right on the knees, but up on the thigh. And the intent of that is for you to have a gentle pulling outward motion that's going to activate that glute medius and really make good work of our exercise today. So if you want to stand without the band and you want to hold on to something, you can. If you want to put the band on and add some extra weights, you can. If you want to just hold weights, that's okay. Any way you want to do it. So I love this little guy. It really helps to balance the hips a lot. And so that's what I'm going to use for our work today. We're going to start off with a set of simple squats. Maybe you feel a little bit sore from yesterday's. I know I feel yesterday's a little bit. The wonderful thing of having the band is that you can always get that feeling of pulling your knees out towards your toes that's going to keep that glute medius activated. So let's do 15 of these again. Just nice and simple. If you wanted to make those a little harder and have the weights on your shoulders, you can. If you want to hang on to something for balance, you can. This is just a warm-up set. I'm going to do 2 more, and I'm going to call that 15. Now, I'm going to do a side step-out squat. So I'm going to move myself over to the side a little bit, and I'm going to step out into that squat, and then I'm going to control back in. And you want to make sure, of course, that your knees are tracking towards your toes. You also want to make sure that you don't let that leg whip back in, but you want to give it a nice control there. And I'm just going to do 10 of these, because I know there's more to come. 8. That feels pretty great. Now, we're going to do the same thing with the other side. And I'm just going to step to a side view just to remind you that your knees, they don't really do all that much in a squat. It's all coming from pushing back. Get your weight down into your heels. Pull your belly in tight. And get as deep as you can without losing your posture. Maybe for you that's a little higher, that's okay. Just think about pushing your buns back. They used to say back in the day, don't go past 90 degrees, but you actually can as long as you can keep your posture and your stability on point. Whew, I hope that was 10. So the next set we're going to do is going to be lunges. So I want you to take your right leg and move that band right below the knee joint. Again, we don't want that band right on the knee joint. And on the back leg, let's bring it up around the thigh. And then I'm going to stand. You don't have to do this part. I'm going to stand with my feet about shoulder width apart. I could go narrower, and this will be harder, and go a little wider for stability, but I'm going to go about shoulder width apart. Now, I'm going to show you from here. I'm going to think about bending my back knee toward the floor and up. So down and up. Getting as close to the floor as I can without touching it. And watching to make sure that that knee doesn't collapse inward, but right there in alignment with the toes. There's 5. Nice tight belly, and the chest stays high on this. So if you want to hang on to something, of course you can. If you have weights, you can lift them up nice and high and make that center of gravity challenge your core a little bit. I think that's 9. So I'm gonna go straight into another set on this same leg, but this time I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna tip forward and lift that back leg up. A little bit more complicated. 4. And I'm not trying to fling that leg up there, but I'm really trying to squeeze that glute and lift it. And they're not perfect. That's okay. We're not here to be perfect. If you are perfect, you can let me know in the comments. And then I'll tell you, your work's not hard enough, then you need to do something to make it hard. I think that was 10. I'm gonna do one more set of 10 on this same leg. This time I'm gonna bend my knee low, and I'm gonna take that leg out to the side. Pow. 30. That's tough. Where I really feel it on the standing leg. 5. 6. Some of them are gonna be prettier than others. 8. 9. And 10. Woo. Right there in the good stuff. So now what I'm gonna do is switch my legs. So I'm gonna bring this below the knee and the leg that was just lifting. I'm really sniffles today. And then around the thigh, above the knee on the back leg. Let me get back in your field of vision. I got a nice comfortably wide stance, high chest, tight belly, and I'm just gonna lean into that back leg, down and up. The band providing subtle pressure inward so that I'm constantly engaged to draw this thigh out just a little bit. I'm exaggerating that, but there's that impulse in that muscle, which helps you get more out of your work. I think that's 8. You can absolutely take a break in between sets in the interest of brevity. I'm gonna go straight in to my second round. I'm doing a little bit of a tip forward. I don't have to, I can stay upright, but I like that range of motion. It feels good on the supporting leg. 7, 8, woo, and 10. And then the last set, I'm just gonna face you so you can see that I'm lifting that leg out to the side. I'm gonna bend and lift sideways. That's a little harder to balance. Lots of good deceleration. A little bit breathy, right? Almost like doing cardio. 6, 7, 8, and then that's it, guys. Whew, that was a lot of good work in the glute medius today. Never forgetting the maximus. Have a great day 4, and I'll see you tomorrow.